Hi, this is Jeremy Worley with the Injury and Disability Law Center, and I want to talk about premises liability. So premises liability just simply means that a property owner has not kept their condition in a reasonably safe condition, which then leads to injuries by someone on that property. The most common by far is what we would call the slip and fall cases. That is your example of for instance, you're in a store, you slip on something and you are injured. Now, what makes it unique is that the property owner, there is a legal standard that says they either knew or should have known. So anytime you have a condition on a property, one of the questions that's going to be examined is, did they know about it, for one, or should they have known about it through reasonable inspection and reasonable actions? Well, that can be very difficult to prove. Let me give you an example. If you walk into a store and you slip on a clear liquid in a store, one of the questions is going to be, what is it? How did it get there? But also, how long has it been there? Okay, there's a very different case if it's been there 5 seconds, someone right before you just happened to drop it and you slip on it 5 seconds later. That's very different than a claim in which maybe the liquid had been on the floor for 24 hours and nobody cleaned it up. And so that becomes a very challenging type of case oftentimes to prove the negligence on the part, because we oftentimes don't know how that liquid or that condition got there. So proving up premises liability cases can be very difficult. And oftentimes I find people are a bit hesitant to bring a claim because there is an embarrassing factor to it. I slipped and I fell. But one common mistake that people will make that I want to clarify is, just because you fall in a store does not mean that you immediately have a claim. Okay, there has to be some form of negligence on the part of the property owner. And so if you call and talk to me, one of the first questions I'm going to be asking and talking about is what caused you to fall? It can't simply be, I happened to fall in the store.